First of all, how did you find out about us?
Actually, my daughter was a customer or patient or whatever you want to call them here for a while. Her insurance, I guess, worked out to where she could come here. So anyway, she recommended me to you.
So, if you can tell me a little bit about what was going on, what was happening with your teeth?
My teeth, the lower ones were in pretty bad shape. I had four teeth directly in the front here that were worn so thin and worn down so much that I was afraid that they'd break or something. So, and I had lost teeth on the side, each side on the bottom. So my decision was to talk to Dr. Thiel about what we were going to do about it, and he made some very good suggestions, and I made a decision to have a permanent plate, I guess is what you'd call it, on the bottom, and so it stays in all the time. You don't have to mess with glues and stickums and all kinds of stuff to keep them in, and means that I didn't need the tops. Trying to deal with just the bottoms that would remove was really not an option because they get too loose in there. So it was my decision to go ahead and do the ones that I did, and they are permanent. And there's four studs in the posts that the lowers are anchored to. And right now the job is done, and it's really very comfortable. And I would recommend anybody to this dentist. He did a good job.
I'm kind of curious. I know you had a surgery done. I know a lot of people are going to be afraid of, oh, I have to have, something done that's a surgery and implants put in my mouth and pain and so on. So, what was your situation with pain for that?
Well, I was seeing all the Clear Choice ads, and they were talking about a one-day procedure. Well, it's not a one-day procedure. It is to a point, but it does take approximately a year, close to it, to get the job finished. But and the surgery was, I don't remember how many teeth. I think I had 6 or 7 teeth that were pulled out. And I came in at 7 in the morning, and I guess we got started around 8, and made a full day out of it. I got home about 11 o'clock that night, but it was over with, and it was a long day, but it's just a day out of your life, and there wasn't hardly any pain or anything, and I had pain pills, and I think I still have them. I don't believe I had to take any of them, so that was very fortunate.
Do you remember very much from that day? Because you were sedated, right?
Well, I wasn't all the way out, but no, I remember quite a bit about it. And in fact, I had a daughter that came in from Canada, and so we visited for a while, and in between, and so it was just a light sedation. I was awake the whole time, but there was no pain.
Tell me, you said this took a fair amount of time, like almost a year to finish. What were you wearing in the meanwhile?
Oh, I had a temporary unit that was put in, and it was so darn comfortable also that I didn't even know if I needed this other or not. But of course, it was made out of different material, and it could break or whatever. But I've put it in my safety deposit box, and just in case, and it'll probably be there when my kids open it up. I don't know.
You have new teeth now. How has that affected your life? I mean, was there any change from before to now?
Well, I've got a nicer smile, and I've had compliments on it. Where the other teeth, they were not the same color as the bottom teeth, and now they're just all together.
So I know you're retired. You weren't looking for a job. You haven't found a new job.
No.
You're able just to eat things that you were not able to eat before, or just keep the function that you had before your other teeth were worn out, or what's going on there?
Well, I adjusted to just about anything. I was eating steaks even with the original teeth, but I knew that stay away from peanut brittle and stuff. That if you bite down on something hard, the teeth were just a little bit too thin, and I knew that it'd just run into a bigger expense, really, of trying to dig out the roots and whatever else. So I'm happy with my decision.
All right, and have they changed your life in any way?
Other than having a nicer smile, no. Other than that, it didn't really change it
Okay, so
an awful lot.
You were a happy man before.
I was a happy guy before. Yeah.
Still happy, so.
And still, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you spending. the time.
But it's more confidence anyway.
Okay, more confidence. Appreciate you spending the time sitting here with us and talking. All right, so thanks so much.